Imagine that I tell you, wanna day trade? Okay, give me 36% of your hard earned money first and then go trade. Well, that's exactly what day trading is for 80% of people according to eToro. Now you will tell me, but there are a lot of people on YouTube who made a fortune from day trading. Well, that's right. But you don't see the ones who lost a lot of money, or maybe those YouTubers are only there for the views. In fact, 75% of day traders quit day trading in only 2 years. I'm not here to discourage you and tell you not to day trade, but I'm here to warn you that there are a lot of risks coming with day trading. Warren Buffett, one of the most successful people who made billions from stocks, is against day trading, and he described day trading as gambling. Watch this video.
Desire of people to gamble, and they gamble in stocks, incidentally, too. Day trading, I would say, very often came very close to gambling as defined. But people like to gamble. I mean, if the Super Bowl is on, or even, well, better yet, if a terribly boring football game is on, but you don't have anything to do, and you're sitting there with somebody else, you're probably going to enjoy the game more if you bet a few bucks on it one way or the other. As you know, I mean, we insure hurricanes, so I watch the Weather Channel, but it can be exciting. But people, the human propensity to gamble is huge. Now, when it was legalized only pretty much in Nevada, you had to go to some distance or break some laws to do any serious gambling. But as the states learned to, what a great source of revenue it was, they gradually made it easier and easier and easier for people to gamble. And believe me, the easier it's made, the more people will gamble. I mean, when I was, my children are here, and 40 years ago, I bought a slot machine and I put it up on our third floor. And I could give my kids any allowance they wanted as long as it was in dimes. I mean, I had it all back by nightfall. I thought it would be a good lesson for them. And now, they weren't going to Las Vegas to do it, but believe me, when it was on the third floor, they could find it, and my payout ratio was terrible too, but that's the kind of father I was. But gambling, people are always going to want to do it. And for that reason, I particularly think that access, in terms of friendly gambling or anything like that, I'm not a prude about it. But I do think that, to quite an extent, gambling is a tax on ignorance. I mean, if you want to tax the ignorant, people who will do things with the odds against them, you just put it in, and guys like me don't have to pay taxes. And I really don't. I find it kind of socially revolting when a government preys on the weaknesses of its citizenry rather than acts to serve them. And believe me, when a government sticks, when a government makes it easy for people to take their Social Security checks and start pulling handles, or participating in lotteries or whatever it may be, it's a pretty cynical act. It works. It's a pretty cynical act, and it relieves taxes on those who don't fall for those, and or who aren't dreaming about having a car instead of actually having a car, or dreaming about a color TV instead of having one. So it's not government at its best, and I think other things flow from that over time too. Charlie?
Yeah, I would argue that the gambling casinos use clever psychological tricks to cause people to hurt themselves. There is undoubtedly a lot of harmless amusement in the casinos, but there's also a lot of grievous injury that is deliberately caused by the casinos. It's a dirty business, and I don't think you'll find a casino soon in Berkshire Hathaway.
Many people think understanding chart pattern will lead you to the gains you have been waiting for. Well, it's not quite right, because the stock is not relying on the act of the chart. It also depends on various drivers, like if the company performed miserably in this quarter, like what just happened to Tesla in the last quarter when the stock dropped 20% in the month of October 2023. Many people think day trading is like playing a video game, where you only have to understand the chart pattern and then boom, the stock acts different than what the chart pattern expert told you because of a political issue happened in a country that you have never thought about. Here is a clip of a guy who lost $300,000 in day trading, and listen to what Dave Ramsey said about day trading.
What's the loss from?
From trading, from doing trades.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was bad. It was a bad situation. My husband was diagnosed as being bipolar, but not until after this happened. And it just all happened within 6 weeks. It was just kind of a manic thing, and it was, very out of character and very upsetting, and obviously devastating.
What is your household income?
For last year, oh my gosh, it was only $38,000. This year, it's going up. My husband got a new job, starting at $50,000 plus, whatever bonus.
Where'd you have $300,000 that you could lose?
We had an inherited IRA.
Oh, crap.
And and so he was originally. I had just had a new baby. I was having problems with pregnancy, so he started working from home, trading, because he was doing it and doing well with it.
There's no such thing.
Until up until he wasn't.
Yeah.
And so now it's just been trying to find.
78% of day traders lose money.
Yeah.
Statistically, that's called all of them. Okay.
Yeah.
So don't even ever say that again, that he was doing well.
No, never.
That's like saying I'm at the roulette table and I hit, so I'm doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's stop for a second. Dadgum, the inherited IRA was taxable. He pulled the money out and paid taxes on it and then lost it.
He must have, yeah.
Yeah, because inherited IRA is taxable when you pull it out.
Yeah.
Another huge reason why 80% of day traders lose money is because of lack of diversification. Let me simplify that to you. A professor from Arizona State University analyzed 26,000 stocks from 1926 until today, and the result is shocking. He found that the average stock only traded for 7 years, then lost money, including reinvesting dividends. If you think this is bad, it got worse. He even found that the return of the average stock over the last 100 years was a loss of 100%. Out of the 26,000 stocks, only 1,000 stock made a profit. Out of the 1,000 stock that made profit, only 86 stocks were responsible for half of the gains. This is an eye-opening study. Now you will ask me, if day trading is not the best way to make money, then what is the best way? I'm not a financial advisor, but there are many studies have found that investing in index funds are the best way to make money. I made an analysis over the past 10 years on the best performing index funds. You can watch this video right here, and don't forget to subscribe.